Put the phone away, and this is the first warning. Okay, you need to put it on there. Don't act like this and waste my time. All right, come on. So if you go to the first one, you have negative 4x plus 5x. I don't know what you are doing. You should pay attention. Now, which one is like more, 5x or negative 4? We have more positive than negative, so we can subtract, right? What's 5 minus 4? My answer is 1x. Okay? Is there any question about how I did this? You have a pass, Emily? All right. Now, you go to the next one. Emily, come up here and take one of these sheets. Now, if you go to the second one.
Thank you.
All right. 1 plus 5b plus b. What's my coefficient in front of that v? 1. Excellent. So I have 1v here. Now I go on these like terms. Which ones go together? Which ones? The v's. Very good. Now 5b and 1b is how many v? 6b. I'm done with those two terms. Now I have 1 minus or plus 6? 1 minus 6 is how much? That's negative 5. Okay? Now, if it's hard for you to determine if it's negative or positive or it's minus, just every time whenever you have minus, change it into plus negative. Plus negative. Okay? Plus negative. It's easier. You can see it better if it's negative or positive. Or if you think, yeah, it's fine, I can just, if it's minus, that's negative. Okay? You can do this also. Now, we go to number 3. 4n plus 3n. That's 7n. Okay? Now, 4 plus 1 is 5. Done. Any question? What about 4? Gustavo, what did you get for 4?
Yeah, that's 22A.
Good, that's 22A. Okay. Felissa, how do I start here with 5? I have many negatives or many minuses. Would you like to change these minuses into plus negative, or it's fine? You can do it like this. Change it? Okay, let's do this. That's plus negative, plus negative. Okay, do I change this negative 2x? Is this an operation or just negative 2x? It's just negative 2x. So if you started with negative 2x, you don't need to change it. Plus negative, right? It's negative. But if you have minuses, change those into plus negative so you can see it better. Now, which ones are x's? I have negative 2x. And what do I have also? Is it 7x?
Negative.
It's what?
Negative.
It's negative at 7x. So if you have negative 2x plus negative 7x, how many x is that? Is it 9?
Yeah.
It's negative 9x. All of them are negative. Now, this negative 9x took care of this term and this term. What do I have also? I have negative 8 plus 2. How much is that? What's negative 8 plus 2? Negative 6. I can say plus negative 6 or just minus 6. It's the same. Okay? Max, what's 7b plus 6b?
13b.
Good job. 13b. Do I have anything else? Or just the b's? Okay. Blessings? Do I change this minus into plus negative or keep it like this? What do you think?
Keep it on.
Okay. What's negative 8x minus 10x?
Negative 18.
Very good. Negative 18 what? Okay. You can change it into plus negative, so you can see that -8 plus -10, that's -18. Both ways, it's going to give you the same answer. All right? Now those, I change them because I have many terms. So it's kind of confusing sometimes are you dealing with negative or minus? Minus is negative. It's a plus negative, the same thing, okay? Now, with those, which ones go together? Elias? Is this 7n and this is 2n? No. I don't see them 7n and 2n. Negative 7n plus negative 2n. That's how much? That's negative 9n. I still have the numbers. What's 6 plus what? 6 plus -8. How much is that? That's -2. How many of you got this right? Am I going fast?
No.
I got it right. Now, I would like for you to do two, guys. Do number 9 and number 10.
We already did them.
Let me check.
Is that right? Oh, -11.
Because it's a plus negative, right?
Is the one with the chicken and steak, the steak is the one. So then, yeah, that would be so. Yeah, sorry, it's already.
Yeah, negative. You can't add it to this because there's no thing there. So negative is going to be by itself. So you have -11 plus 8. Okay. What's -11 plus 8? Okay. Those can be together. That means -8 times 8.
You want it? I get it.
Okay. Now, number 9. 2k minus 1k. How much is that? 1k. Right? Yes.
Wait, does it matter if you put the one, you have the one piece?
No, doesn't matter. I'm just like trying to show you how much is that. You don't want to. Or you don't need to. All right. Now here you have -p. Do you see any other p in this expression?
No.
No. So what do I do? Just write it by itself. It was by itself. Keep it by itself. Okay. And then there's another p. You combine it with it. But since there's no other p's, just leave it. Now what do I have here? That's how much? Is that 11 or -11? Good job. That's -11. What's -11 plus 3? -8. So minus. Okay? Do you see how it goes? Is this hard, guys?
Oh, that's what I did.
I'm missing one, right?
Now, number 11 should be easy. 9n plus 3n, that is 12n. When it comes to just positive numbers, it's pretty easy. But when we have negative signs, we have to pay attention, more attention. Now this one, x. Do you see any friends with 12x? So just write it down. Now what do you have? What's 11 minus 4? 7 positive or negative? So plus 7. Okay? Guys, again, before you leave, if you didn't finish the test or the quiz, let me know to give you a pass to come during advisory. This, I finished. Oh, thankfully, I finished. Do you know how many questions were? 1,200 questions. Yeah, because my geometry class and this class, they took a quiz and a test the same week. And they were like 300 sheets. Each sheet has 20 questions. So that's 1,200 questions. Like, that's a lot, guys. That's a lot.
More than my
And some students were complaining, like, why didn't you give us that sheet? And maybe it was kind of my fault because I should, like, every test or every class, when I correct, I have to put the scores in, but I waited till I finish everything, you know? because people are coming for retake, for corrections. So I was re-correcting, that's extra. All right, so let's add 50 more, so 1,250. All right, any question about combining like terms, guys? All right, let's do distributive property. Now, with distributive property, again, working with negative signs, you need to be careful. Now, I would like for you guys to do 13 and 14. Now, when I tell you to do this, and you're going ahead, please, when I explain, you go back and follow up with me and correct. Okay?
I'm gonna space.
You don't have space, no, it's just one, like you can go across. You don't need to write underneath it, just go across.
I'm ready. I'll see. Got change.
Well, I'm not as rich as yours, so your money. Copy the board for all. Okay, you don't have to finish the other one.
You remember that? Yeah, that's.
Yeah, you want to do all of these?
Oh, just do two for now. Do two. Okay. Hey, Andres, did you finish this? Did you do two? You have a pencil? Now, flip the page because you're on the other side. And go with me over those. All right. Let's do number 3. All of you look up here, please. Go to number 3 with me. So I'm going to multiply the outside with the inside, right? What's 3 times negative 7? Negative 21. Okay. What's my middle operation? Minus. What's 3 times 8n? 24n. Is that clear? Did you get this answer, guys? Yes? Now can I go further and add these 21 and 24? No. One of them has n, one of them doesn't. They cannot be combined. Okay? Now let's do 14. I do the same thing. Whenever we have an outside number, we multiply it by every term inside the parentheses. Now, negative 8 times 1 is negative 8. My operation in the middle is a plus. Negative 8 times 5 is negative 40. And okay, multiplying. Now go do 15 and 16 while I'm trying to change something. Felissa, did you finish 15?
And 16.
15, huh?
8R.
15 is easy because you just have positive numbers, okay? So if I do this, I'm gonna do it quickly. I don't need even to spend time. That's, after how many reviews, guys? That's 8R plus 8.
Here is R.
Now, number 16. 8 times 7, 56x plus 64. Okay? If you have it wrong, please let me know. What was the mistake? What was the confusion?
I got it.
Is it Fernandez?
It's nothing.
I got it wrong.
You got it wrong?
How's it
What?
5?
Yeah.
Isn't it 56?
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, 56, 56, I forgot to write
You
this.
got
I got it. Alright. Now do 17 and 18.
Just go home. I don't know.
Yeah, negative 1 times 3a minus negative 1 times 3. All right, now pay attention with me, guys. I'm gonna do 17 and 18, and I expect you to follow up with me. Okay, don't go ahead. Now, I'm gonna multiply the outside with the inside. 2 times 6n is 12n. My middle operation is minus. 2 times 8 is 16. How many of you got this right? 12n minus 16. And the rest of you didn't get right?
Oh, I got it right.
You got it right? Alright, let's go number 18. What am I doing here? Okay, number 18. Now pay attention. This is a very common mistake with many students. Now, negative 3 times 8, that's negative 24, right? What's my middle operation? Minus. What's negative 3 times b? Negative 3b. Now, if I leave it like this, you can, oh, this is not professional. Like if you want to do something, it has to be very accurate, right? We can't leave minus negative back to back like this. What do we change it to? Plus. Excellent. So this is the right answer. Negative 24 plus 3b. How many of you get this right? Good job. Oh, so I'm tired. All right, now do 19 and 20, guys. Are you okay, Christina?
Huh?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you finished? How many of you are finished with 19 and 20? Okay, so let's give them time. Let me see your answer. Which one are we? 19 and 20? Negative outside and minus inside. Yep.
Maybe this.
All right, let's go do 19. Please pay attention with me. So 19, you multiply the outside with the inside, right? What's negative 5 times 8b? That's negative 40b, right? What's my middle sign? Minus. What's negative 5 times 2? Negative 10. Do I leave minus negative like this, or do I change it into plus? Change it into plus. Okay? How many of you get this right? Good. Now I'm going to do the second one, the same process. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x minus negative 2 times 5 is negative 10. Or do I change minus negative 2? Plus. it's negative 2x plus 10. That's what you got, Elias? Good job. Let's see, you got that? Martha? Shay? All right. Now, do you want more time for 21 and 22? All right.
It's minus.
I would. I am. Let's see. Let's see. Me too.
Yes, negative.
That's fine.
All right. Now, voice this out, please. So, this is, I have negative outside. So that means what number do I have beside this negative? Negative 1. Good. So that means this is negative 1. So I'm going to multiply negative 1 times every single term inside. There are two ways to do this. Let's do the negative 1 first. What's negative 1 times 3a? That's negative 3a. My middle operation is minus. What's negative 1 times 3? Negative 3. What do I change minus negative into? Plus. This is one way. Or you can say, since there is a negative outside, that negative tells me I need to find the opposite of each term inside. Okay? So what's the opposite of 3a? Negative 3a. What's the opposite of minus 3? Plus. Okay? So you can do it both ways. Now, if you go to 22, the same thing. Negative 2 times 7 is negative 14 minus negative 2 times 2n, that's negative 4n. And you have minus negative, that is a big plus. Okay? How many of you get this 22 right? Good. Are you feeling better now, guys, on this process? Yes? All right. Now, would you like me to do 23 and 24, or you know it? No. You know it, so can I go down to the combining like terms and distribute the probability together? All right. Now, just pay attention to me how I do 25. Just 25. Then I'm going to give you time to do this by your own. So first of all, do I start with combining like terms or distribute the property?
Distribute.
You have to distribute first. Get rid of these parentheses, okay? So I'm going to do this. When they are just positive numbers, it's easy. So I go negative n plus 4 times n is 4n plus 4 times 1 is 4. Okay? Now, which ones go together? Negative n. What number in front of the n? 1. So that's negative 1 plus 4 is how much? That's 3n plus 4. Now, I would like for you guys to do number 26 by your own. It's hard. What do you do? So this is the division property of the quantity. Okay?
I don't even know.
3.
What's 3 times 3?
Is it? -3 minus. Oh, we gotta multiply the 3 times 1, then the 3 times 9x. Yeah, but I was just doing 3 times 1, then the 3 times 3 is 9. Negative times. Negative 1.
All right. So guys, pay attention please and follow up with me. I'm gonna do number 26. So first, I'm gonna do the distributive property, okay? So you do those. Negative 3 times 1 is negative 3. My middle operation is minus. Negative 3 times 3x is 9x. Sorry, I forgot something. Negative 3 minus negative 9x plus 2x. Do you understand what I did?
Yeah.
Okay, so far? Now, what's minus negative back to back? That's a big plus. Which ones go together? I have 9x and 2x. How much is that? 11x. So I have negative 3 by itself plus 11x. How many of you get this right? Just let's
Wait, how'd you get -9?
Negative 9 because negative 3 times 3 is
Oh, I
negative
did
9.
-3.
Okay, that's the same thing. The same thing. Yes, Cole.
Oh.
You're thinking?
I'm stretching.
Okay.
I don't know why I am looking. I think it was raising because you had somebody got it right and
Alright. Now let's do the other one. Negative 2.
Because you want to medicine. And there's no way. He's going to go for my second day. My second day. Because he wants to take journalism. Yeah, he has to change his schedule. That's what Kathy told me yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Yeah.
I'd like to do this. It depends on their float that day.
Alright. Now let's go to this one, guys. I'm gonna use a different color so you don't mess up between it and the other one. So I'm gonna do this first and do this. Do the distributive property. Negative 2 times negative 3 is what? That's 6k. Good job, Damon. That's positive 6. Because negative times negative. Plus, what's negative 2 times 4? Negative 8. And what do I have also? Minus 7.
Wait, isn't it negative?
Negative what?
Shouldn't it be negative? Oh, never mind.
This negative 7 is outside the parentheses.
Yeah.
I don't do the distributive property with it. Now, 6k doesn't have any friends, so bring it down. Minus 7. Negative 15. Negative 15 is the same as minus 15. Or you can say plus negative 15, doesn't matter. This is the same as it's equal to 6k plus negative 15. It's the same thing. Okay? Now let's do 28. 28 is confusing. Now everybody pay attention. Would you like to try 28? Yeah, you do it. Come on. Do 28. It's kind of, it has many things. Pay attention. There's a negative outside the parentheses. That's negative 1 times the
You automatically just do the opposite, right? And then it'll be negative
It just sounds right.
8. One.
It sounds negative. All right.
All right, pay attention, please. Now, I know negative 3p, I don't play with it first. I go to the distributive property. There is a negative sign in the front of these parentheses, so that means that's negative 1 multiplied by each term inside the parentheses. So for the first term, negative 3p, bring it down for now. Okay, now negative 1 times 8 is positive 8 plus negative 1 times 4p, that's negative 4p. Okay, did you get this right, guys? Now, negative 3p plus negative 4p, how many p is that? That's negative 7p plus 8.
I got it right.
I got it. Good job, excellent. Number outside. But pay attention, there's a negative inside also. So I do negative 4 plus, what's 6 times negative 4x? Negative 24x plus, what's 6 times 3? 18. Now, which ones go together? Negative 24 by itself, because there's no more x with it. What's negative 4 plus 18? That's plus 14. Okay? Now, this is the rest of these questions going to be your homework. Okay? Now, flip the page. I'm going to do one question on the back. And also the rest of them should be your homework.
Are we allowed to use a calculator?
Yes.
It says no calculator, should we cross that off?
This is just for credit certificate. They want you to.
Yeah, I'm not using a calculator, but should I cross, should we cross off that calculator?
If it helps, this is.
So those questions are pretty easy. They are just solving one step or two step equations. Now let's look at this one. Maybe I didn't mention this in class, but let's look at it. What property of equality would you use to solve? What do I do when I do negative 6? How do I undo negative 6 times?
I got a question for the other page, maybe.
The other page?
Yeah.
Which one question? Which one?
33.
How much? Which one?
33.
33. Okay, this is negative n. This one?
33.
This one?
Yeah.
All right. Now, how do we do this? That's negative 1 times this. What's negative 1 times negative n?
It'd be negative 2. But 2
It's
negative
going to be
2.
positive n.
Yeah, I know. So I put 2 in.
No, listen. That's negative 1. I didn't, that's negative 1 times this. So that's positive n. I can't write because I have to print it and I don't have time. It's positive n. The answer I'm going to write on the board n minus 2 minus 2n. It's going to be like this. Change this because this is, listen, this is you have negative outside, so find the opposite of each inside. What's the opposite of negative n? Positive n. What's the opposite of plus 2? Minus 2. Then you bring down the last term. Now, which ones go together? That's n, 1n, and that is minus 2n. What's 1n minus 2n? That's negative 1n minus 2. Okay? Alright, now let's go back to this one. I know to solve this kind of equation, I need to do what? If it's multiplication, how do I end the multiplication? I'm going to divide. So what the property is this? What do we call it? We call it division property of equality. Okay? Since we're dividing, what about if we subtract? What do we call it? So we do the inverse, we say addition property of equality. If we multiply, multiplication property of equality. If we add addition, hey, Andre, come on, stay with us. So these are easy, guys. Those are one-step equations here. You should be familiar with here. We subtract 5, so we add 5. We multiply by negative 3, so we divide by negative 3. We divide by 6, so we multiply by 6. Those are 2 steps. You cover the variable, get rid of the numbers. Then you get rid of the number attached to the variable. Just look at the last one. A lawyer charges $100 per month to be put on